The entertainment world has been rocked to its core as devastating news breaks about beloved reality TV sensation Yandy Smith in an absolutely shocking turn of events that no one saw coming. The star is currently fighting for her life in intensive care with medical professionals completely baffled by her mysterious condition. Her devoted husband, Mendeecees Harris, hasn't left her side for a moment as doctors desperately scramble to understand what's happening to the sick celebrity. The tension inside the hospital has reached a fever pitch, with social media exploding in an outpouring of grief and concern from fans worldwide. But what's really happening behind those cold hospital doors? What sinister force caused this sudden health crisis that has everyone holding their breath? Sources close to the family have come forward with earth-shattering revelations, dark secrets that were never meant to see the light of day. The day had started like any other for the Harris family. Yandy was her usual dynamic self, juggling business calls, planning future projects, and radiating the infectious energy that made her a star. There was absolutely no indication that within hours their world would be turned completely upside down. The shocking collapse came without warning, transforming a normal day into a family's worst nightmare. The intensive care unit is a symphony of urgent sounds, the rhythmic beeping of heart monitors echoing through the sterile corridors, the mechanical hum of life-saving equipment, and the constant clicking of for drips keeping Yandy alive. In the midst of this medical chaos lies the usually vibrant reality star, now eerily still and unresponsive. Her skin has lost its characteristic glow, her lips are parched, and her body is entangled in a maze of tubes and wires, a sight that breaks the hearts of everyone who sees her. Mendeecees hair as stands frozen at the doorway, his entire world crumbling before his eyes. His breathing comes in shallow gasps, his hands trembling uncontrollably at his sides. This can't be happening. Not to his Yandy, the unstoppable force that holds their family together, the woman who never backs down from any challenge. The thundering of his heartbeat nearly drowns out the hospital sounds as he forces himself to approach her bedside, each step feeling like he's walking through quicksand. Doctor, what's wrong with her? His voice comes out rough, barely recognizable as his own. The lead physician, Dr. Whitaker, a man in his late 50s with exhaustion etched deep in his face, delivers the news that no family ever wants to hear. Mr. Harris, we're still running tests, her vitals are unstable, and we honest don't know what's causing it. Mixed reaction is gut-wrenching. You don't know. His voice cracks with desperation and disbelief. You're a doctor, you're supposed to know my wife is dying in there, and you're telling me you don't have answers. The doctor maintains his professional composure, explaining they've ruled out common causes like heart attacks and strokes, but something mysterious and aggressive is attacking her body. The cruel irony crushes Mendeecees. Just hours ago Yandy was laughing, making plans, being the amazing mother and entrepreneur everyone knows her to be. How did everything go so horrifically wrong in such a short time? His mind races through their morning together, searching desperately for any sign he might have missed, any warning that could have prevented this nightmare. The drama intensifies as Julie Harris, M's mother, bursts into the room. The moment she lays eyes on Yandy's condition, her composure shatters completely. Oh Jesus, no, no, no. Her hands fly to her mouth in horror, her body trembling with shock. The pain in her voice is unbearable as she tries to comprehend how someone so healthy, so full of life, could suddenly collapse and end up fighting for their life in the ICU. What do you mean they don't know What's wrong? Julie's voice rises. Trembling with emotion, she was fine this morning. How does someone just collapse and end up here? The questions echo, the fears racing through everyone's minds. But no one has answers, only the terrifying uncertainty of what might happen next. Then the unthinkable happens. Harsh alarms start blaring through the room, their sound cutting through the tense atmosphere like a knife. Her oxygen levels are dropping, the room erupts into controlled chaos as nurses rush to Yandy's bedside, checking equipment and shouting orders. She's crashing, one nurse announces, sending chills through everyone present. Mendeecees loses all control. At this point, no, fix it, do something. He tries to reach Yandy, but the medical team physically holds him back. Sir, you need to step out. But how can he leave? That's his wife, his everything lying there. The doctor's voice cuts through the chaos. She's going into respiratory distress. We need to intubate now before Mendeecees can process what's happening. He's forced out of the room, the door slamming in his face. The silence that follows is deafening, broken only by Julie's heart-wrenching sobs. Oh God, what if she doesn't make it? For the first time in his life, Mendeecees, Harris, known for always being in control, contract, feels completely and utterly helpless. Hours pass like centuries as Mendeecees paces outside the ICU, his prayers becoming increasingly desperate. The doctor's hushed conversations and urgent movements only add to the mounting tension. Every time the door opens, his heart stops, fearing the worst, but hoping for any sign of improvement. Then comes the bombshell that changes everything. Dr. Whitaker reveals they suspect toxic exposure, poison. The word hits like a physical blow, sending MES stagger ing back against the wall. His mind races through possibilities, through faces and names, through recent events that suddenly take on sinister new meanings. As if the situation couldn't get more dramatic, Samantha Wallace appears in the hospital corridor, her presence sending shock waves through the already tense atmosphere. Her heels click ominously against the floor as she approaches, a subtle smirk playing at the corners of her mouth. What the hell are you doing here? Mick's voice is raw with rage and disbelief. Samantha's response is chilling in its casualness. I heard about what happened, came to see if she made it. The way she says it, the slight emphasis on if, makes Mendeecees' blood run cold. The confrontation that follows is electric with tension. Samantha's casual demeanor, her subtle hints about warning Yandy, it all points to something far more sinister than a simple medical emergency. When she finally admits her involvement, the revelation is stunning. That's the thing, man. I didn't just know, I made sure. The toxicology report confirms everyone's worst fears. The truth is more horrifying than anyone could have imagined. The poison found in Yandy's system was carefully chosen, a rare slow acting toxin designed to cause gradual organ failure. It was found in her food, in a meal she had eaten just the night before her collapse. But the real shock comes when the investigation reveals the person responsible, someone nobody would have suspected. Camilla, Yandy's supposed best friend, the person she trusted with everything, was behind the attempted murder. The confrontation between Mendeecees and Camilla is explosive and heart-wrenching. Her confession, though tear-filled, reveals a twisted web of jealousy and betrayal that had been brewing for months. I just wanted her to pay, she sobs, but it's far too late for apologies. The police are already there, and as they lead Camilla away in handcuffs, the weight of her betrayal hangs heavy in the air. Back in the hospital room, Yandy finally opens her eyes, weak but alive. The moment between her and MES is tender yet tinged with profound sadness as he tells her about Kimbella's betrayal. Why? Yandy whispers, the pain in her voice reflecting more than just physical suffering. The question echoes through the room, carrying the weight of years of friendship destroyed in one terrible act. As Yandy begins her long journey to recovery, the support from fans and fellow celebrities pours in. Social media is flooded with messages of love and encouragement, proving that even in the darkest moments light can shine through. But the questions linger. Was Kimbella truly acting alone? What drove her to such a desperate act? And most importantly, who else might have been involved? The entertainment world watches with bated breath as the shocking saga continues to unfold. Yandy's near-death experience has exposed the dark underbelly of fame and friendship, leaving everyone questioning who they can really trust as she fights to regain her strength. Supported by her loving husband and family, one thing becomes crystal clear: sometimes the most dangerous threats come from those we hold closest to our hearts. But this isn't the end of the story. As Yandy slowly regains her strength, determination burns in her eyes. She's a survivor, and this experience, though traumatic, has only made her stronger. Mendeecees remains by her side, their bond stronger than ever, forged in the fire of this terrible ordeal. The drama has changed everything in their world as Yandy fights to recover and Mendeecees vows to protect his family at all costs. The entertainment industry watches and waits, because in this world of glamour and drama, nothing is ever quite what it seems, and to today's friend could be tomorrow's worst enemy. The story of Yandy Smith's brush with death serves as a chilling reminder that fame and success often come with a terrible price. As she begins her journey back to health, supported by her loving husband and family, one question remains: what other secrets are still waiting to be revealed in this twisted tale of betrayal and revenge? This dramatic turn of events has left the entertainment industry reeling, with fans and celebrities alike sending prayers and support to Yandy and her family. But as the dust settles and the truth comes to light, one thing becomes crystal clear: in the world of reality TV, the real drama happens when the cameras stop rolling, and sometimes the most devastating betrayals come from those we trust the most. As Yandy continues her recovery, surrounded by the love of her true friends and family, her story stands